Mothership.
Mothership.
Woo!
Your mother's a ship.
Rebel.
Rebel. Last time you guys miraculously survived and got out of the deep somehow. Just look at that wonderful map. You guys somehow twisted and turned and got your way out of. Where did you start your journey during your last descent? Was it? It was like at the real entrance somewhere, right?
Yes. So like
What a lovely visual.
here-ish somewhere.
You guys discovered like all of this, like literally 3/4 of this map. Behind.
So here's reception, here's the hangar, and here's outside. So we went into there,
Yeah.
and then there's an elevator that goes here, and then
Two, I think.
yep, security checkpoint. Somehow got.
Yeah, you're gonna
Somewhere-
be on here all night if you try to make sense of
I genuinely cannot
halfway
remember how
check.
the things fit together.
Don't worry, it's not much better in the book.
No one listening to this has any idea.
They really do be pretty complicated.
Sheesh.
Maybe you should have
It's-
drawn this as a flowchart.
You can buy the mothership motherboard. All the circuits on the
Yes.
board are the diagram of the dungeon.
Exactly. It's quite something. So after that long journey and collecting a lot of wounds, conditions, mental wounds, and goodies along the way.
All of our wounds went to the same person.
Yeah, I have no wounds. I'm
That's fair.
I didn't take a point of damage. That's
physically. I feel I've never felt better.
Bessie died 4
I am
times
stressed
over.
right the hell
Yes,
out.
pretty much. Yeah, Bessie got just very, very violently destroyed. A lot of molten metal.
Let's see, I killed Bessie, Bessie killed Bessie, and then
That's true, it was just always Bessie. Bessie was your ultimate tank.
Then Bessie got defragmented.
You guys
Then-
know Bessie a lot, and what did Bessie get for it?
Immortality.
Yeah, immortality, I guess, that's true. And exactly what she wanted.
What she deserved and what she wanted.
But now, after escaping from the horrors, you are back at the Bell. Which means it's time for some downtime, mostly. If you do want to roleplay with any of the NPCs, we can get into that, but I feel like you guys have a lot of things to sell. You have a lot of wounds to recover, conditions to clear, things like that.
how much to destroy my cowardice?
To destroy your cowardice. Let's see. There is cognitive defragmentation, which can remove 1 condition. That would be in the medical pod for 100,000 credits. It was a 24-hour treatment.
and
Can
that's-
I get armor repaired?
Yes, and that's much cheaper. A patch kit is like, I think a few hundred credits or a few thousand
Okay.
credits. And then it restores... several
200
points.
credits, so double that would be, or is it 10 times?
10
It's-
times.
10 times.
Yeah, it's
So it'd be
200
2,000 credits.
2,000 credits, thank you.
Okay.
I clear cowardice.
Yay!
So how much was it to clear
Well,
cowardice?
Before you clear cowardice,
100,000.
Yeah, okay.
actually you do clear
100,000.
cowardice, but also roll me a d100, and you don't want to roll a 100, or a 99, I guess.
4.
You're fine. And 99 would mean total amnesia.
Sweet.
You do have disadvantage on intelligence checks, intellect checks, sanity saves, and fear saves for 4 weeks. So that'll be fun. You'll probably work that off during downtime.
Maybe.
100,000 credits.
100,000 credits. Alright.
Yeah, a patch kit for armor restores 3 points of armor.
So I have a good vac suit and a destroyed vac suit. I could either get a backup vac suit by repairing it, or I could get a pair of mag boots. I feel like the mag boots are probably the better.
It's the
first
same
option.
thing I need to roll for
Yep,
that.
just 99.
50.
Alright. Easy enough. So what were you talking about, Taylor? Sorry?
Just trying to decide between either repairing a backup vac suit or getting a pair of mag boots.
Ah.
And I'm going with the boots.
Yeah, I mean, you may not even have to make too many choices once you guys start figuring out what you're going to sell.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't have anything to
I
sell.
want to buy him an advanced battle dress.
There you go.
'Cause
Thank you
those
very
were-
much.
No, those were nice.
Those are pretty expensive, so right now, here, advanced battle dress.
120,000.
That's right, 120,000.
I appreciate.
No problem.
I feel like we all had 1,000,000, so that's good. I need to then go on vacation.
All right, take some short leave.
Also, I have a -5 to my sanity, and I don't remember why.
You took that at some point. Probably a panic check did it to you. You can restore sanity loss with therapy, I believe.
Oh, why? Ooh.
Yes. Okay.
You could get a second dog that's trained as a therapist.
Every week, you can take a 1-hour session of an artificial wellness counselor, which restores one sanity save and has a 1% chance of giving you a random condition.
I'll just not be sane.
That's fair.
That's just fair.
Disadvantage on sanity checks for a few weeks and just lower sanity in general.
I mean, it's 14
Bessie would
now,
be
so I
proud.
don't.
It's not bad. Could be worse.
I'm not a very sane individual.
You kind of have to be around here to cope.
I cope violently. Speaking
How do
of
we get rid of stress there, Jordan?
Yes, shore leave.
vacation days,
There would be much time for me spent.
So,
Actually, I forget. I think I had some of the lowest stress out of the group here at 26.
yes. Roll 2d10.
Your character is fairly chill, all things considered.
Or I guess, 2d10. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
2d10.
Yep.
Okay. So that would be a 10 and a 5.
Alright, 15. So it's going to cost you 150,000 credits,
Okay.
but you will convert 15 stress. Oh, sorry. First make a sanity save. This
Oh,
is
good.
This is not going to go over just yet.
I failed.
Failure. Okay. You relieve all stress, and then gain 1 stress for failing the save. So you're at
Okay,
minimum
so
stress plus
back
1
to 4.
I rolled a 16 and succeeded.
on your sanity check.
Yeah,
Okay. What'd you roll for the 2d10?
16.
16. Oh, 16 and 16. Okay, I see.
Yes.
I thought you rolled a 16 and that was your success. Okay. So 16 and on a success, you get to convert 16 points of your stress into your saves. So you get to distribute those
Wow.
points into saves, and then you relieve the
Oh,
rest of your
nice.
stress down to 0. Or down to your minimum.
Good for you, Steph.
Okay, so I add 16 to.
Yeah, assuming you're above 16 stress, which I think you are.
A little bit, yeah.
Go back to the screen there.
Why?
You're not rolling saves, you're adding it into your saves.
You
I
got
can
save
change the next
points.
thing.
I got a 3 and
Yeah,
a
you got-
5.
16
3 to
points
5, so
to
8.
distribute. That's cool.
You-
So
It
it's
is
going to cost
cool.
you
That is
8,000
very
credits. And roll a sanity save.
What do I put to that?
Sanity, fear, or body?
Can I add military training to my 14 at disadvantage?
Since you're in such dire straits, I'll allow it.
You're so fucked.
Wow.
That's a
I'm gonna
3,
add it.
but it's
Really
at
well.
disadvantage. So
Oh, sure.
again,
No.
99.
That's also a success, it looks like.
an 8 and a 10.
So 18? Alright, well, that's over your sanity.
Should I just add it
Yeah,
all to body?
except military training.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so you succeed. Excellent.
What's that?
Should I just add it all to body?
So distribute 8 points amongst your saves and clear stress to your minimum.
I don't know.
8 points. Oh boy, none of that's going to sanity.
Oh boy, indeed.
I guess Blake
Yeah,
was on
I mean, it
not too much
depends
stress.
on how much you think you're going to get smacked around.
Well, I wasn't
If
smacked
you have a
around at
little
all
stress, I might
before.
still do a
Yeah.
second, but
That's still pretty awesome.
Like stress is 12.
It is.
I just only have 100 credits.
maybe you could ask one of
Well,
your
I can
allies
give you
to.
credits. I am.
I feel
rolling
bad
it.
asking people
Subsidize.
who I just almost got killed for credits.
Well, you should, but I'll give them
I
to
mean,
you anyway.
we've known you for 15 minutes.
I did
now,
give you a
so-
beer, but
You're now indebted. And
Well, this is true. There was a beer involved.
I will give him
They have dental?
500,000.
thank you.
Wow, big transfer.
Ching, ching, ching.
Yeah, I forgot that
so-
you were uber wealthy from
Yeah.
earlier.
So I have. Where is it? Trauma response, nightmares, and spiraling.
Ooh, okay.
How do I get rid of these things?
So those are your conditions. So you have nightmare and spiraling, right? Those are
Yeah.
your- okay.
And trauma response.
That's just what happens to you when you're a scientist,
Oh, okay.
right? Does that give everyone else stress? Right? That's what it says.
How many did you
yes.
use?
Yes. Yes, so that's
500,000.
500,000. Thank you.
Okay, so nightmares and what?
Spiraling.
Spiraling. Right. Okay.
Panic checks or disadvantage.
Okay, so it's 100,000 credits each,
Okay.
and roll me 2 D100s and see if either of them are at 99.
I can't roll 2.
there
Right.
you go.
63 and 32.
32. Okay, so you're fine. So you remove both of those for your cost.
Nice.
You do have disadvantage on intellect, sanity, and fear saves. But actually, your Shirley will take care of it. You're going to get Shirley for long.
Okay.
That's the same for you. Now that you know Shirley, you can clear the disadvantage.
Yeah, I have, okay.
That's,
Is Blake going on shore leave?
Yes.
Alright, 2d10. See what you get. See how much you spend.
I think I will.
6 and 9.
Ooh, okay, 15. So 150,000 credits,
All right.
and you have less than 15 stress, so I guess it would be 10 points of stress you get to clear from your 12.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
10 points to upgrade your saves with. Pretty good.
What about,
that's 1,000.
I have a sprained ankle and I have empathy for androids. How do I kill my empathy?
You can cure that. That would be more. So the empathy is more cognitive defragmentation. So another D100 roll and another 100,000.
You find Horace's journal and just read it for a while.
So Aaron, I
I rolled a
grabbed
10.
2 more reloads for the rigging gun,
Oh yeah.
since that seemed to be
Oh,
a
yeah.
useful,
And then you have
useful
a
thing.
sprained
Sprained
ankle.
ankle.
Mag boots.
Um,
Definitely want some mag boots.
Honestly, probably would just kind of go away.
so your sprained ankle is a wound. So that's a lot cheaper. That's just a med pod treatment for 6,000 credits.
3,500.
Does not restore lost limbs or digits.
Well, I didn't lose any, fortunately.
Nope, just sprained them.
Can you not just
6,000?
wait out a sprained ankle?
Probably could, but
Because we're here for weeks.
true.
I don't want to hobble around for weeks. Leave me alone.
It's only 6,000 credits. It's like the cost of a banana out here.
I have a lot of money.
It was 1 credit a donut.
Yeah, true. That was when it was not under a blockade out here, though.
So I could have a fixed ankle or 6,000 donuts.
True.
I would
Tough
choose
call.
the donuts.
Everyone would choose the donuts.
It's a
What
lot
the
of
hell's wrong
donuts,
with me?
man.
Okay, anyone else have things to clear?
I'll go to
Conditions?
therapy.
We go to therapy? Okay.
What's the therapy
Um,
for?
If you have... just Dickie in general.
If anybody needs it.
Yeah.
No, it's Dickie.
I need 5 weeks of therapy.
Okay, so...
Increasing my body
that's,
save doesn't increase my
1,500
HP,
credits
does it?
each.
I don't believe so.
I didn't move it, but I imagine they're not tied.
So 7,500.
I don't know if there is a way to improve
Right,
your
yeah.
health.
7,500.
Because I'm still weakened from, my max health got whacked. That time I almost
You might be
died.
able to. Ooh, you can get a deep tissue nanogel massage
Ooh.
to
That sounds
reduce
safe.
your minimum stress by 1. That's fun. Yeah, I'm sure it's safe. Very safe.
It sounds it.
Just get the aloe vera right in there. The turkey baster. There's not really much nano about it. Really think about it closely.
I need you to boof this aloe vera.
Yes, I will need to report to the cult there that I have seen the Minotaur
Yes. Yes,
and
we'll
been
get to
through
that.
And
the
shot it in the
labyrinth,
face.
Yes.
and I will give them
They
the
got better now.
gash sample from the visitor shrine.
Yes. So we'll get to that in a moment.
Yes.
Just wanted to finish handling. So you did therapy, 5 weeks therapy. So roll me 5 D100s. Once for each session.
Good luck, Ferdinand.
5% chance to get a new effect.
And then you pay 100,000 credits to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But-
Okay.
My dad, he was my commanding officer.
Wow.
I think it's Noriko.
He was always saying,
She's like, yeah, of
You can't have relationships because then you have kids that disappoint you.
Oof.
Your poor dog.
I was in,
I've got this random number written up here, Steph, and I have no
I was
idea
in his
what the hell I
squad,
wrote it down from.
and he didn't allow women in it because he said they were a distraction.
Does that say boobs?
Oh, that's what that
And
was.
then he killed my boyfriend.
I was gonna say, do you think your upbringing had
Why did you write?
an effect on your sexuality at all?
I don't know. Because we were
He
discussing
killed
that
him.
one day because somebody
He
gave
killed
it
him
a
in cold
number,
blood.
and I wrote it down in case we needed it later. And, then
And I
forgot
knew
why
he
wrote
wouldn't
it
stop
down.
there. He just,
Had to go to bed.
he's just keep killing every cute boy.
Thinking that
in
maybe that might be the code number for
Just
something
kill
else.
everyone. It just doesn't matter.
So I swore to him I wasn't gay. I had to save the
I'm not sure
squad.
whether to be
This is
proud
so
of you or
deep
disturbed that you immediately looked at 80,000.
I am
Well,
riveted.
because that's kind of just what I see. I don't
What?
see it very clearly.
Yeah.
81,
Okay, now that I know.
Well, then
74, 32.
Alright.
77.
That was it, right? Those 5?
Those 3.
You're like.
Those 4.
Those
We're both.
72.
Alright. Here you go. You're fine, your sanity is restored. Woo! Okay, so you're headed to the cult.
Yes, I have
Sorry,
to go
the
report to
chapel.
the cult that I have seen. I'm probably going to leave out the part where we tried to blow the Minotaur up,
Right.
because they probably wouldn't like that very much.
You never know.
Well,
They do seem to enjoy cutting pieces off the Minotaur here. Though they do put them back,
I don't
to
know
be
that
fair.
they've got the Minotaur here.
They have a bit of Minotaur flesh.
They claim.
They claim.
So as soon as you enter the chapel, the Norco catches up with you. And just the same, like, creepy smile, wide eyes always. She, in her bright red suit, approaches you and says, I can see you've seen the Minotaur.
Yes.
Yes, finally. Now you understand.
Yes, I've been through the labyrinth
You've been through the labyrinth.
and
Very
passed
well.
through to the other side.
Did he reveal anything to you?
She didn't tell you there'd be so much milk involved.
Yeah, the exit. You revealed
No.
it. He basically
the
went,
Minotaur didn't
"Get
say
out."
anything.
How about I buy us all jetpacks?
I feel like we might all die very
He works in
quickly.
mysterious ways. Perhaps if you return, he'll have something else to say.
Could have saved us on that
Perhaps.
ladder.
Perhaps you were just not
Maybe.
chosen this time, but
Or
it's
we
a
all
test
just
of your
go right
faith
to
and
the
your
treasure.
patience.
Ah,
Well, yeah. I mean, we would
well, this is
definitely.
good.
Yeah.
Give me the shopping list.
And as I said, I will give them a sample from the shrine
Oh,
over
yes.
the ash sample.
Float over the little vial. You have brought us a great gift.
Well, there's plenty more if you want more of that.
We must, in celebration, give you the sacrament as soon as possible. She'll float up to the many armed crucifix on the wall and just place the little sample you've given her like onto one of the arms of the crucifix and just kind of fasten it there. So now there's one big chunk of flesh in the middle.
It's like hanging a Christmas tree ornament.
And then one sample nailed to another of the arms.
I mean, would you like more of that? I can get a lot of that.
Only if the Minotaur offers, of course.
Oh. Well, that was long. I took that sample long before we encountered the Minotaur.
I see. Well, still, it is a great gift. Are you ready for the sacrament?
Sure.
All right. So, just like before, asks you to bare your back. So she goes up and gets the big chunk of flesh, wearing gloves, and just presses it against your back, and you feel the searing pain back there. And last time you kind of saw the entirety of space from a different perspective and saw how small you were in it.
Mm-hmm.
This time, you see the inside of the labyrinth again. The wriggling around you and all of that stuff. You feel like you are back in that place again. The darkness, the dampness, the warmth, the sort of uncomfortable warmth of the labyrinth. And you open up into a chamber and you see about a dozen different androids standing in the chamber. And they greet you warmly. And then the vision ends and you're back in yourself. So that was the sacrament. You get a little bit of a vision. And then you heal 1d10 bends at the cost of gaining an equal amount of stress.
1. Because I can't get rid of bends to save my life.
That's like, sure it'll be fun. That creepy vision definitely helped.
And 1 stress.
It's nice to not be seeing your own skeleton, like, for 5 minutes.
Alright. I have 20 bends. How am I not?
Bends are not too bad. I mean,
I'm at 49
Yeah.
after I reduced my bends.
I'm at 19.
Go me.
you can reduce them though.
How?
You go to the chapel and you take the sacrament.
I have not done that.
I thought we'd get to reduce it by being not there.
That also happens, yes. At a slow rate. Thank you for the reminder. Because you guys are spending at least a couple months of shore leave.
Yeah, I think maybe I'll
It will
rely
reduce
on
very
that,
slowly.
because I don't want anything to do with
I would
that.
have forgotten. So, we'll say you guys spend 8 weeks outside of the deep. So it's a pretty good time. So everybody gets to lower their bends by 4d10.
Alright.
Oh, and I'm going to want to start.
I
Not
can
that
never
this
drop
will
below 5.
likely ever occur, but I want to start training explosives. They're
Okay.
Alright, then I go down to the 5.
Can you
Or
train
8
them
is
for me?
12. I don't know, he's going to tell me, I'm sure.
What do you say, Taylor? Sorry.
And 17
I go down to the minimum 5.
be 29 off. So
There's a
that,
minimum
nice.
of 5?
That's what Drew just said.
that brings me
What?
down to 20.
Yes.
My
Your bends can never go below 5. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was all excited because I was at 2.
Oh.
Oh, so close.
Thanks for ruining my
You,
dreams, Taylor.
you become more bendy
Yeah.
upon cosmic
Did
realization.
you buy jetpacks?
No, I said I could.
Oh, okay.
I could
I
buy
wasn't
us all
paying. I
jetpacks.
wasn't
Good thing
paying
you're the one who
attention
shared.
to the.
Bender, because
They cost
You are going to
75,000, so it would be 750,000 each jetpack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about
You,
right.
you act like that's a hardship.
You guys
for-
haven't even looked at all of the things you brought back from the deep that like.
Yeah, there's a lot.
This could be the point your characters retire. Like, this is a possibility. It's up to you, but like it's that amount of money.
I have a lot of money. I could just retire, but
you should all retire and leave me behind.
We can all play personalities inside Blake's head.
Oh no.
It's just a game of everyone is Blake.
This is Blake Goodyear, this is Blake
Okay, so
Michelin.
let's see. The microfilm canister, the video cassette, and the book all had to do with me. So those are used. I didn't actually end up taking very much out of there.
Yeah, I didn't write down what you guys got, so if you tell me things, then I'll look them up. You can figure them out, but hopefully you wrote down a big description of what you got, and ideally, the D100 number that you rolled to get it.
I got 2 beers. How much could I sell those for? a beer?
I need a smart
One
link
credit.
add-on.
I think I'll keep the beers.
Smart link, alright.
Plus 5 damage to weapons.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
that's pretty cool.
It also lets me
So how do you
do
train on
remote
explosives?
operation of a ranged weapon.
I don't know. That would be the next thing up
well,
for me
this is
from
what
Jerry.
it tells me. It, like it
Let's
says
see, 10k,
it's
100k.
50,000 credits,
Yeah.
but it doesn't say what to do.
Well, I do to know.
What are you looking at?
How do you train a new skill?
Oh, it's going to take a long time.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, that was the problem. It takes forever.
Well, yes, it takes
It is
forever.
a multiple year process.
That seems
Probably not.
unnecessary.
Gonna, probably not going to live that
It's
long.
saying I want to go to space college for the skill, and then you go to space college for that skill.
Oh,
The same D&D, you guys don't get magically better at saving the world.
why is that even an option? How are you ever going to
Because
do
we
that?
could have downtime that's that long.
I'd like downtime to be
You're
like
one of those
4
groups that
years,
does
okay?
a 15-year-long IRL campaign.
You guys could, if you want to, all just like say, we're gonna totally retire from this place. We're gonna go to space college, and then 4 years later you're like, damn it, we're out of money. We're coming back.
4 years later, I come back, and the only thing that changed is I can use explosives better
Space
now.
Fannie
So-
Mae sends us back to the deep.
Well, the amount of time that passes does happen in universe. That doesn't have to be an obstacle.
Yeah.
We can if everybody agrees to it.
We're going to have so few bends at the end of it.
Oh, you got a chip that you wanted to, like a head chip.
I got a lot of things.
Yeah, a slickware.
Yes.
Mm.
Did you want to look into getting a slickware port added? Or?
Oh, hell yeah.
So I think there'll be 1,000,000 credits to get out of here. But if you have that, and you want to do that,
Oh, yeah.
but
I want stick a port right in my butt.
I don't think that's where it
it
goes.
goes in the back of your skull.
It goes wherever I damn well say I paid 1,000,000
You know what?
credits for
That's
this.
fair. You can pay 1.1 million credits.
I will put it in my neck. It's fine.
Okay, so if you pay for that, it's going to be part of your leave here as a very dangerous surgery happens. Roll a d100. Don't roll a 99.
41.
Okay, you're fine. Very dangerous brain surgery happens to you from an automated robot that's been here having no maintenance on the bell for who knows how long. But you get through it somehow. You paid a lot of money, so you sure hope you do. And yes, you
What's
come
a
out
robot need with money?
with like a slot in the back of your head that like looks like a VCR slot, but it's got a little plastic flap on it, and like when you push it open, you can see the little parts that
Can I
stick
put
up.
Bessie in my brain?
You could certainly try.
What is left of Bessie?
Do you have a Bessie to
I
put
don't
in
think
your
you have
brain?
a Bessie. currently,
You
could.
uploaded into the mannequin in
We
the
got
break
the
room.
thing
You got the
from.
cube thing.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
the
we got the
picture.
cube, and
Cube?
Bessie's on
Yes.
that. My Bessie is gone.
You
My
have
Bessie
the
died.
You have the legendary rarity ancient Bessie pull.
I ain't letting you fucking nerds touch my AI murder.
So yeah, you have a slickware port now, which means you could slot in that slickware if you'd like.
What does it do
You should
again?
put Clippy in
You
your
don't
head.
know.
I don't know. It's just a random upgrade
Yeah.
or downgrade.
It's,
or
It could be
Clippy.
a virus. You're plugging in a USB stick you found in the parking lot. Who knows?
Well, I've
If you're
got.
called, they're called. Put them in your computer.
It could be very bad.
Well, can I analyze it? I mean, I've got computer skills,
You can.
and I've got computers.
I think this will be part of your 4 weeks of disadvantage on intellect checks, though, especially after I had brain surgery. So disadvantage on an intellect check, but yes, you can add hacking to it. If you're trying to hack into it, figure out what's going on.
Intellect hacking.
I want to buy 5 stim packs.
Hell
So I
yeah.
love stim packs.
Nice.
God, now he's got.
Your hacking into it is just putting it under a microscope and poking at it with a pair of tweezers.
This slickware does not register as any like publicly available slickware on any market anywhere. It does appear to have it follows the same interfaces as a piece of slickware that would download information into your brain in like Matrix style, like I know Kung Fu now, that kind of thing. But you can't tell what's on it.
But can I tell it's safe, relatively?
You don't
Can
know
I
what's
tell it's
on
free
it.
of viruses?
I don't think if you got a critical success, I'd tell you that.
That's why I was analyzing it.
Yeah.
Fine.
This is a very complicated piece of technology, and it's very hard to
Can I get one of those?
say for certain.
700 did I get one of those?
I don't know. know
I
you-
got one, yeah.
Oh, you've already got a scan.
I
okay.
bought a few things.
Okay, well, I didn't know. I didn't want to buy another one.
yes,
We've already got one. So.
I want to learn Kung Fu.
Alright, you gonna put it in?
Oh boy.
You plug in the slickware.
Uh-huh.
You feel it go into the back of your head. It's an unsettling feeling because you've never done this before. You shove it back. It feels like you shouldn't be able to put anything back there. It's your skull, but something slots in. And you feel like this clicking noise. You can hear it extra loud in this ear because it's near that ear. Is it just like things clicking like spinning up the tape inside?
They make like old school modem sounds.
Yeah, and your eyes just look like a billion images just flashing in front of them at all times. Like everyone around can see it's like projectors are inside your eyes, just projecting things on the inside of your eyes. And you sit there and you're just like downloading information. A little bit.
Less creepy
So
than the
what
sacrament
weapon
stuff.
did you put the smart link on there, Jakey?
My red combat shotgun.
Your red combat shotgun. Okay.
I like the idea that Duncan is sitting there like, and you two are just like casually just walking by, it's like light pouring out of him.
Dale's just like across the
fine,
room,
he
just
does
like staring in horror.
You are now proficient in every skill.
What?
You are now proficient in every skill, and the slipware burns out. It actually lights a fire in the back of your head, and you wrench the thing out and pull it out. So you've consumed
Wow.
the slipware, but you are now proficient in literally every skill.
God damn.
It was a hefty upgrade, and you took a risk on it.
Like,
I'm sure there will be
All
no
3 levels?
consequences.
Yeah, every skill.
shit.
You also roll me a d100.
Okay.
Imagine if we put Bessie inside
81.
a body that has proficiency in every skill.
Is that bad?
You're gonna lose 81 sanity.
What?
So if that takes you to 0, you're now at 0 sanity. And you cannot pass sanity checks.
Okay. Why?
Because
Why did you do that to me?
You're the one who
I
put a
read
port
it
in your mouth.
directly out of the book. I told you it could be dangerous.
You shove
How?
a USB in your head, and you're like, "How could you do this
Well,
to me?"
you know
What are
what?
the odds of that happening? Is it 81 specifically, or is it a big
You
range?
lose 1d100 sanity.
No, like.
You
had
just lose
I rolled-
sanity.
You rolled a
until you roll-
D100 to see how much sanity you were losing.
Oh, I
So you
see.
lost the amount you rolled.
That's.
You could have rolled a 1.
Yeah.
It could have happened. You could have rolled a 0. Technically.
Yeah, well, I've got so many damn skills.
So,
It's fine.
so according to this, Dickie, any of us can link to your Smart Link shotgun now through our HUDs.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Look at it. See, I
You
skipped 2
fucking
years of
touch my
archaeology
gun.
training.
No, I'm just saying.
With your stupid nerd shit brain.
In case something happens to you and you become incapacitated,
Gonna
Just
take over.
Neuralink at
we
you
can
real
take
quick.
over your gun
Yes.
for you.
So yeah,
Or, you know.
you have gone like basically entirely insane because you understand literally everything in the universe now. You don't have all knowledge, but like you have perfect understanding of the way the universe works. So you might not know somebody's secrets, but you can know like
Really, Gren?
exactly
Now?
what the material their clothing is made out of.
You should start writing your dissertation now.
Yes.
You downloaded Wikipedia into your head.
You've realized just how small you are on the universal scale. Like that has just drawn you.
Is
to
there
insanity.
any way to get that sanity back?
You can take therapy. Slowly.
Can I take any to get some?
Let's
Yeah.
say no.
You can have 2 weeks of therapy. So it's 1,500 credits per therapy session.
Okay.
Not too bad. And then you regain 1 sanity per therapy session. So you're up to 2. Very nice.
Nice. and it cost me 30,000.
30,000 total, yep. And then roll me 2 D100s and see if anything goes wrong.
What? Hang on.
This is Mothership. Nothing's free. Nothing's just free out here. Alright.
That's so cool.
91
That's not
and
99.
54.
Okay, fine.
Okay, back to training.
It's funny that
Sanity.
through
It's better
two
than
very
you.
different methods, you have both seen how infinitesimally small you are on the grand scale of the universe. But one of you, it was being slapped by meat, and the other one, it was VCR science.
You are Neo now. Unfortunately, it means you understand the Matrix too. So,
Okay.
This is
I need
gonna
a
take
few
such
more
a long
things.
time.
yes.
I need to buy EMP grenades.
Okay.
They're not in the book.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good thing to have.
There's regular
I
explosive
bought-
charges.
I bought several
that,
explosives.
and I'm going to buy some frag grenades because sometimes we just need.
They're not in the book either.
They're
They're
on the
grenades.
they're on the
They're
app. The
they're
frag
on the
grenades.
section.
Oh, how much are those?
400 credits each. So let's say EMP grenades are twice as expensive as frag grenades.
So the frag grenades be 4,000 credits. each.
4,000. So
Okay.
EMPs are 8,000 credits each. All right, that chip that.
I want to buy
burned out
10 of each.
Yeah, go for it. If you can pay the cost, I'll let you do it. That chip that burned out in your head was worth 40 million credits, by the way. So I hope you
balls.
enjoy the benefits of it.
Absolutely did, yes.
You know you're
Worth it.
dying this session, right?
You must preserve my life at all costs.
I hope you guys love stress because Duncan's a scientist and every fifth sanity check is stressful.
Well, they've been sucking up stress from me, so
Yeah,
it seems
yeah.
only fair.
I'm sure there definitely won't be any sanity saves coming. It'll be fine.
Nah.
We're all weak to sanity.
Okay, so that was what, 20,000 then for 5.
The last thing I want to buy is the super combat armor for my dog.
Okay, absolutely.
Nice. Super dog.
I forget how much of that is, but assuming you already got it.
I want it like custom made for my dog.
That's double the cost. So that'll be 240,000 credits for dog armor. It's almost as good as horse armor. Not quite. Alright, what else do you guys have to sell? Because that might influence your buying decisions a lot too.
I have an old portable computer that used to have Bessie on it. For whatever I can get that for that.
Yes.
I also have an old portable computer.
Yeah,
But I
the
don't
one that
think I need any
had
longer.
Bessie on it was special. If you found a different old computer, I don't think that one was special. You just had
No, it was just and a med scanner that I don't particularly need since we already have one.
Excuse me.
here it is. 15 million credits for that. If you would like to sell it.
Okay.
But that's the price you could offer.
I'll take
And for
it.
the crappy one I've got.
Not much.
Well, I wasn't expecting it to be much.
I got
It
an
would
SMG,
be,
10 reloads, and a smart link.
you could sell it for the normal price instead of the 10x price. Out here.
I also have a baggie of 7 microcassettes.
Oh yes, okay, we'll get to that.
Yes. I'm still training.
Where the hell? Okay, here we go. So 1,500 credits for the computer.
Wonderful.
Okay, microcassettes.
Yes.
Do you have a number next to them at all?
No, you asked me that last time.
Did you guys watch those already? Or was
No,
that
I want to
different?
know what's on.
I watched
Yeah,
my
he
thing.
watched his. I haven't done anything.
I
with
watched my microfilm canister and I watched
Right.
the video cassette and
these
I
ones were
read the
hidden
book.
in like a broken monitor, I think.
Yes.
The other ones were hidden in a corpse.
You know, as you do.
As I do.
Not the video cassette. I feel like this is one of the ones as well that there was another adjective at the front, so I'm scanning for M, but it's under something else.
Yeah,
so I
you
just
had
forgot.
figured it out, and
Small cache of microcassettes.
there you
Yes.
That's the one you did watch. The microcassettes were the footage of somebody breathing heavily, walking around the same floor you guys were on. Where you
go. I thought that was something he was carrying.
That was a
carrying.
microfilm canister that I had.
Because I haven't
Okay.
done anything with mine.
Well, let's do a swap then, because that's what was on the microcassettes.
Okay.
Wonderful.
The
Okay.
microfilm canister,
Number
Which I
47.
now magically have.
yes, number 47, okay. That is a whole bunch of almost nonsense sounding poetry.
Do I understand it with all my new brain and training and
Yeah,
intelligence?
It is poetry that you do not recognize in any of your vast database of poetry brain. It appears to be an original from on the station somewhere, and the sheer quantity of it means it's probably machine generated. You can't imagine any human sitting there and typing all of this out. So this is very likely poetry generated by an AI, which may be a development in the AI space. Maybe it was an AI researcher who would care about that. But you could also sell it as data.
What can I get for it?
It would be 1 million credits if you would choose to sell it.
Man,
What
ChatGPT
else am I
stealing
gonna
all
do
the
with
show.
it?
Yep. That's up to you. If you
We
if
definitely
you-
checked both these things.
No, I want to keep it for now.
Okay. The microcassettes of somebody walking around chasing you are worthless. Sounds like creepy shit.
I still have money, so I'm going to create a stash on the station wherever I'm bunking of 4 of my shotguns.
Classic.
So I'm not carrying them, but I swear to God, if anyone fucking
Anyone
touches
fucking
these,
touches- Yeah, one of them propped up as like a trap for the others. Like, pulls up a shotgun out, it pulls up in, and then he fires the shotgun. It's the good old fashioned shotgun trap. Any
and
other fancy
then I'm going
items?
to buy the look around corners gun,
Yes, classic.
however much that was, and then probably smart link that shit
And
too.
it's 4.5k base.
That sounds about right. I don't see...
Yeah, the smart link looks
General purpose machine gun, 4.5k, so 45k.
Didn't you guys like just find something and we didn't?
We found a mining laser that we did not take with us.
Yeah.
I think.
Didn't we roll something else? You found a silver revolver, but that doesn't seem to be anything but an offensive revolver.
It was taken from mail, so
I found that shotgun that says
by Arcady.
Android detector on it.
Yes. Does anyone else have anything weird in their inventory we haven't talked about?
Nope.
No.
I feel like you have lots of weird things in your inventory.
Well, yeah,
to
you
talk about.
you ended up with a lot of.
Oh wait, no, it was the disc you just slotted in your head. That was what you found in the cache.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. So you did find something there. It's just already gone.
No, I don't have anything else weird.
No. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So that's probably all the things you could sell for loads of money. But if you guys have other brain chips or whatever to sell or any of that kind of stuff, we could take care of those. Those are kind of small potatoes at this point, but you know.
I had brain chips. Did I just already sell them or give them to somebody?
You might have already sold them.
I don't know, y'all were collecting a lot of those things.
Did we do any selling last time? Because
No.
No.
I don't think so. So you definitely had 3 regular brain chips for 1,000
right.
each.
Why
And
aren't
then-
they not on my sheet? Because this is the first time I'm in the bell. That was like the
Right.
entire point of the end of last session.
And you collected like a handful of the weak brain chips
Right.
or whatever, the weird ones. Which we can just say 5.
Okay.
So, 3,500 credits total for those
Okay,
sales.
thank you.
Yeah.
It's odd. I don't know why they're not on here though.
Yeah, I don't know. Weird.
We should buy a therapist to bring with us.
You can hire help. That's in the book. You can like hire people to be your attention.
You can just
servants.
buy an orphan.
You can just buy an orphan.
Seems like
I feel like an orphan army is a little less effective in this
Okay,
game
let's
compared to
see.
other games.
It's hard to get an army in here. You can buy orphans, but you know.
You don't get a bulk or
They
a
may
wholesale
not listen
discount.
to you. It's not guaranteed.
their salary. That's per what? Day?
It's in this book, so I'm gonna need that book back once Aaron's done.
It says salary 100 credits, but it doesn't say.
I'm pretty sure it's a fairly short amount of time. Yeah.
There was a reason we didn't consider this.
It
If
might be
we
per hour.
if we hire a bunch of
hour.
orphans,
Maybe.
we're gonna end up like we leave the room for 5 seconds, we come back, and they're like, "You have abandoned us for 1,000 years. You must pay with your lives." And they're like, "Oh no!"
Oh no!
I bought
They all have beards, but they're the exact same otherwise.
Oh shit! I forgot to buy another smart link. How much was that?
Classic. Under the equipment, smart one.
Yes.
Oh, right, I was buying one of those.
Do 10k credits normally, so 100,000.
The Smart Link add-on comes. Okay, no, I bought 3 of them.
Okay. So contractors.
How do I?
Okay, it depends on what you are hiring. A therapist has a salary of 3,000 credits. And it's per month.
Per month?
That's not bad.
That is not bad. What did they do for you though?
We would roleplay that out.
Oh,
So you could get 1,000 orphans
You
for
could
a million
probably-
credits.
So I've
per
been
month.
doing like a remote therapy price, which is 10 times. But if you were to get a therapist on site, it would be the normal price, which is only 150 credits per session. But
That's not
you're
bad.
not really saving money at that point.
you gotta pay them a salary and pay them per.
Yes.
That's a hell of a racket.
Well, maybe we can waive that fee for paying them salary. Which I guess would save you guys money if all 4 of you used it. Sure.
I feel like hirelings are mostly for when you're doing a ship that goes places.
Yes.
Yeah, this person would
That
die
doesn't make a lot of
immediately.
sense.
The therapist has a combat score of 10. They're 20% good at everything else, no matter what the stat is. So they're basically useless to you out in the field. And they have max wounds of 1.
You can hire them to stay at the bell.
Yeah, they would.
You think a therapist staying at the bell would be making a lot of
They
money.
have max wounds of 1 and max HP of 1.
Oof.
So they literally take any damage and just evaporate.
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
Our scientists were built different, apparently.
The orphan can take more wounds than the therapist.
yes.
Is there no way to increase our max health?
We can figure it out. I mean, there's not a way in the book, but doesn't mean there isn't a way.
Probably
I don't
replace
know.
your
I'm
body
very
parts with
smart
cyber
now. I'm sure I can
augments.
figure out a way.
I knew that.
Definitely not going to have any cyber psychosis.
I'll install a
Perfect.
metal plate in my fucking sternum. I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I picked up some
is-
explosives and detonators there.
So did I. We're gonna blow
Okay.
everything up.
So
And,
there is, I think this is especially relevant considering the location you guys are at. There is a pseudo flesh injection.
Yes.
A what?
Pseudo flesh injection.
Okay.
It is an 8-hour surgical treatment costing 180,000 credits. Normally it would help recover a bunch of physical stats and all of your wounds. So things like if you took damage to your body saves, you could recover that, or your strength score or anything like that. However, you're injecting pseudo flesh into yourself, which comes from that factory you're near. So whether you want to do that or not is up to you. We'll say that restores 2d10 max hit points if you are under your original maximum.
It's okay, you're all androids anyway.
I want to gain max hit points. I need more meat. I need
see,
to just
that's
get
what you're thinking.
Yeah.
calluses and tumors that can absorb bullets. Like one would do.
Let's say I'll allow it. This game is all about random creative things you can do. I'll allow you to do a pseudo flesh injection while you're already fully healed, no max health damage. But there will be an 80% chance that you gain a new physical condition of some kind alongside it, which cannot be cured the normal way.
You should do is you should use pseudo flesh to fill in the gaps between your battle suit and your regular body. So you form this bloated hybrid of
That would give you more
technology and
HP,
flesh.
more max HP.
More max HP, but there's an 80% chance of...
How much max HP?
2d10.
That's a lot.
That's twice your roll.
It's a lot, but it's also
That's a-
huge downside potential.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to do it, but I want to watch what happens when he does it.
Oh, I can
That's
do
science.
Yeah, you are.
it. No.
Oh. What if I pay for it?
Your dog would be
No.
happy if you did it.
Do you want to do it?
So Zane's going to go consult with the cultist there, that if he does this thing, would it somehow ruin...
Oh, ruin what they've got going on with the
Yeah.
chat and stuff.
Can you get a minotaur flesh injection?
Well, that would be much better, but
Yeah, I think
don't...
Noriko would suggest that the pseudo flesh is blasphemous, of course.
Okay.
And the Minotaur flesh is the only true.
Okay, well, that
the only
rules
truth.
that out then.
So
We
you
can't...
get a large quantity of Minotaur flesh, she would be happy to inject it into you, perform some surgery.
We can't... Yeah.
Unfortunately, she doesn't have any anesthetic, but she would be more than happy enough to do some surgery.
Okay. Well, then we're not going to risk that. Too many strange things have already been applied to me.
So is anybody going to get the injection?
Nope.
No,
Very
I
fair.
guess not.
I'm just a Doom Marine now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So basically you have...
I don't even know what some of these words are.
What words do you not know what they are?
That one there?
Sophontology. Is that the study of wisdom?
Study of
Study
sophons,
of behavior
apparently.
and mind of inhuman entities.
Huh.
Neat.
You can understand the intentions of that fucking thing with the signs.
Yeah. Surely this will make it very easy for you to stay sane, is understanding non-human entities.
A lot of things.
That is a lot of things. Goodness.
Yeah, so you basically just get to take the, like, what is it, plus 20 on every roll, like...
Xenoesotericism. What a word.
That's a good one.
Well, that's why you lost all the sanity.
Yeah, I think so.
Just trying to wrap
There's
your
your
mind
problem.
around those.
You understand, like, alien religions now. Right?
Obscure beliefs,
You just-
mysticism, and religion regarding non-human entities.
You give him a weird look as soon as you wake back up and then you look away.
Would that give me some kind of bonus to the taking the sacrament?
Um,
I don't remember what the hell the sacrament does for you. I've never done
it
it.
reduces your balance. if you
Oh,
have
okay.
balance.
Yeah, well, we'll pick up a pair of infrared goggles because I just don't have one.
I can't wait to not remember about the pseudo-flesh injection next time I get that backpack and reinvent it.
Oh, yeah.
That's all great DMs too.
Shall we all just write it down on our sheet here?
If you think you might take the option of the future, go for it.
No, Zane will not be taking the option in the future.
Well, you said that it gives you a condition that you can't
Correct.
get rid of the normal way.
Yeah.
How do you get rid of it?
Pseudo-liposuction.
So
No.
I would say it would probably be something that is also risky to the point of it, like, putting you off worse than you were before you took the
Just an endless chain of trying to get new
I
procedures
would
to
probably
reverse the
have it
last
be
one.
like, reduce your max hit points by 4 to 10 to get rid of it or something like that, just to make it like...
That's straight biopunk.
Yep.
Well, I suppose I probably should get the Jimmy samples analyzed.
Ah,
What the hell
That's a
are
good
Jimmy
idea.
samples?
I took
Samples of
samples
Jimmy?
of the last Jimmy we killed.
how are you
The
getting
water
that
cooler?
list?
What's that?
The water cooler.
That was the
the,
last Jimmy.
no, the Jimmy that had the laser
We didn't
arm
see the
there.
donut machine, Jimmy?
I took a sample of his heart, his brain, and his flesh.
Yes. How would you like to get them analyzed?
What the hell even is this game?
Well, I
Mothership.
would have to ask somebody there if there's a way to analyze them on this station.
We have a Jimmy Dex.
Yeah, I don't think people here care as much. You
Shove
guys
it in my
being
neck port.
scientists probably are the most qualified here. Most other people here are just like basically space pirates and looters and bounty hunters and
Okay.
You guys have made a bit of a reputation for yourselves in the black market though with all the crazy things you've been selling. So maybe you could like try to pawn this off as some kind of weird esoteric flesh you found and get it analyzed that way, but
Just start passing off all the Jimmy flesh as Minotaur flesh.
yeah.
It might fucking be.
It's true.
So
Jimmy
let's
Tor.
say, because you guys have made such a big name for yourselves at this point, you do send it off to get analyzed. It has to leave through the space barricade and do all the space shipping things.
Yeah, we're here a while, so.
Yeah, and but you're here for months. So it eventually gets out there somewhere, and you get the results back, and they cannot detect anything non-human about the flesh you sent out. It is perfectly
Okay.
normal human flesh. You sent
Wonderful.
them. They are very, angry with you for wasting their time. That's
okay.
They ask you if it's a prank. Your reputation has suffered
Well,
slightly.
I will, explain to them because we had brought the Jimmy back here the first time.
Yeah.
That we've now encountered the same Jimmy like 4 or 5 times.
It's just a fucking clone. Leave us alone. God damn.
Exactly. It's just a clone.
That's
It's basically
okay.
what
Well,
they
see,
do.
now we've confirmed.
Thank
This
God,
is
like
just
once a
clone.
month, people send us bits of Jimmy.
Well, less confirmed and more they tell you it's probably just a clone.
Well, that's okay. It's
Like,
confirmed in Zane's mind.
That's fair.
That's-
That's very fair.
Zane is not
I
that
really
particular when it comes to that type of science.
I really hope that Jimmy clones are now going to start just appearing on the planet where they did the analysis.
Well, yes,
I like
I've sent some terrible virus to them that's now
Yeah, I like
replicating
how-
Jimmy's.
You guys brought that poor android lady and
Yes.
then said like, stay here, we'll be back soon. And left for like 4 months.
It'll be fine.
That's his problem. Yeah, the work out there.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Well, in 4 months, he could have taken the time to zip back down there and visit a couple times.
She's gonna be a battle-hardened veteran.
If he did,
Probably.
he'd have left Ben's recovery because he would have visited
it's true.
the deed. But we can do that
Okay,
off.
so.
What's his face can check up on her when he goes back and forth.
Arcady, I don't think Arcady wants to check up on androids.
Arcady
He's
would
pretty sure.
sooner accidentally cause an accident than check up on her. Just a little bit of space.
Okay, I
rage,
think
space
I'm
rage.
done buying things.
Oh no, I set my ship down directly on top of her. How did I
no.
missed so cruelly? And then I backed up over her 3 times just to be sure by accident.
To back over a body in space, you hit it, it goes flying, and you hit it again. You have to like keep re-angling yourself to catch up with the different things. Oops. I also
How
love the
clumsy
idea
me.
of reversing in a spaceship. Like,
Yes.
that really just means turning around and going directly at it.
You try the retro thrusters and they're just not doing it.
Well, not enough speed to really cause manslaughter.
That's what that fucking means. Anti-armor.
Yeah.
The smart
this-
rifle and the vibe Shay
Yeah.
completely bypass armor.
Ah, there you go.
Very handy.
Do we own a smart rifle?
Ignore and destroy
What is
every
that?
time they hit. No, I have a machine gun.
I've got the original
I
machine
thought you
gun.
said you were buying a smart rifle.
No, the machine gun because it shoots around corners.
To be fair, I don't know that you guys have fought anything with armor yet.
Oh no.
It's just been a lot of very fleshy targets.
The
And we
smart
kinda
rifle
ran
is a
from the
sniper.
soldiers.
That is pretty sick. How much damage does it do?
The same as the shotgun.
That's fair.
But if you
Smart
use it
missiles.
at close range, you have disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we aren't like I mean, the rooms are huge. I guess we could snipe.
Yeah.
Sneak.
It would have been super useful when all of those Marines like changing across the entire half an hour long load.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm already carrying a machine gun and a shotgun and
What a
about
foam gun.
21 grenades.
We've had enough of foam for a
We could
while.
play
I have not.
2018, 16? Like, like,
That's when Bessie learned
So
the
what'd you
truth.
do with all the other shotguns?
I stashed them.
You stashed them.
Made a little like hut out of them. Little fort.
You still have your rigging gun.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm all ordnance.
So all the things have been sold. You guys have bought a hell of a ton of gear.
I'm
Are we
ready to
ready
fuck
to
shit
go?
up.
Yeah.
Been too long since I killed something.
Do you want me to grab a smart rifle?
Alright.
Probably a good idea.
I'm like looking over my body for a strap or like a holster slot that isn't filled and coming up completely empty. But,
Sounds about right.
Your
no,
dog
that's-
is just back there somewhere.
The dog is also in this armor, so it's like attached like Legos now.
Mmm.
Bork, bork.
Bork, bork, indeed.
Hang on. Before I lose the number out of my head.
Might
Yeah.
not
Actual
be a
dog
bad
to throw
weapon
at
to
people.
No, you probably ought to grab it. I'm getting a little.
Can you
bogged
rig
down
your
with
rigging
things.
gun to fire your dog?
I mean, currently it shoots an electrified harpoon, so I don't think I want it to shoot the
Have
dog.
the dog hold the rigging gun.
Mm-hmm.
You're in space. Rig it to your armor, and then the dog shoots and goes backwards.
That's the idea.
It hits something, the dog can just grapple for me while I dual wield shotgun and machine gun.
Perfect. Surely the dog will not be in the crossfire of the bullets.
Surely.
It'll be fine. He's got battle armor now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Farmer.
Dog armor, yeah.
Yes.
Are we ready
Yes.
to descend?
I'm buying a
Radiantly.
pulse rifle.
Okay.
There we
You
go.
know how to use it now.
And I'm gonna add a smart link to the smart rifle.
Very good.
How do you add, or do you just have to
You
know
buy a
that
smart
you added?
link.
It's pretty, it's like, what is it, 150,000, 130,000?
Yeah, but like, is there a way
Be
to
100,000.
add it, or do you just have to know that it's there?
I just bought it and said this is on my gun.
Yeah.
Now, which gun did you put that
The SMG.
on? Okay.
It only works if you have a heads-up display, so if you lose your armor, you're fucked.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Maybe we should buy extra armor.
I've got
Well, you can
a-
just buy extra heads-up displays, or you can buy
That's
those.
probably a lot easier to carry, because, like, our armor is fucking massive. We are basically walking around in power
I
armor.
mean,
from
HUDs are
Fallout.
only 1,000 credits, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could do those.
The guy in power armor is like a foot taller than the standard crew attire.
I'm gonna buy like 3 extra heads-up displays.
Goodness, that's a lot of heads up.
Well, just in case.
Like imagine you had like 3 more heads.
Just
they
in
could all
case
display.
it saves you from getting headshot
4
every
extra.
time.
They're heckin' cheap, so.
Miraculously, the bullet hits your heads-up display only.
Alright, so I spent about half the money that Monarch gave me.
If
Nice.
you're trying to distract somebody around a corner, you could just toss a heads-up display. And
Okay, that works.
In case Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs goes cuckoo over here,
Too soon.
do we have the ability to use the comms in our battle armor without everybody hearing it?
I don't think so. I don't think that makes sense. Yeah, you can
Okay.
like, channel out to specific channels.
I mean, if they go crazy, they'll just fucking kill them.
Yeah.
I think I get rid
Well,
of my
yes, but
revolver.
this one's armed
Yes.
more heavily, and this one's proficient in everything and expertise in everything.
I think Duncan is crazy.
Duncan is going
It's
to
not
kill
a
all
gift.
of us.
Well,
Probably.
It's just a matter of when.
they probably have a lower base combat score, and I'm already proficient in firearms, and you can't be more proficient in firearms. So they can't beat me because they know about alien dicks.
They're gonna be in the walls though.
Just wait until you have a combat zone stationed around an alien. That changes.
I should never have mocked the Xeno
They'll
esoteric.
just take the Vibe Shetty and use the surgery there for the plus 20.
Alright.
Do I have enough patch kits? Do I have any patch kits?
You have a ton of patch kids.
No,
I'm
you're
looking
now
for
just
them.
like in a spacesuit
Oh, I have
with like a
15
Santa
of them.
Claus sized bag on your back.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
okay, we're in
I've been
space.
dumping stuff left and right. Trying to get rid of the crap that I was accumulating.
Well, it's the laser cutter that does it.
In space, no one can feel back.
Well, yeah, we still have to see if we can find the laser
Yes.
cutter.
No, I have another one.
No one can hear you throw
I
your
picked up
back
a new
in
one.
space.
Oh, you picked up another laser cutter. Oh, why wouldn't you?
No, I didn't buy it. Like, I found it or something. There's some reason I
Yeah,
lost
we
it.
found one
There's a
recently.
laser cutter on the elevator, yeah. On the hidden.
And I'm like, I'm taking that.
Monarch gave you as a reward.
Yes. She's like, yeah, they thought they could hide it from me. Idiots.
So Zane is done. I can't think of anything. I'm sure I'll think of something
still buying
else.
stuff?
Yeah. No. Wait.
Did you get ammo for your pulse rifle?
Yes, but that does 3d10 damage. There are things that do 4d10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I should do that instead.
Well, one's a sniper rifle and one's a shotgun, so.
Smart rifle.
That's the sniper rifle that bypasses armor.
Neat. I want that one.
Jesus.
When you got the money.
I do.
If
It's
Duncan
only
ever says,
50,000.
Are you just
You
going
guys
to
just go
hire
along.
like a porter to carry all your gear for you?
I really like that idea. Can you hire an NPC just to carry shit for you? Like you're playing golf and they're just
You don't have to fight anything. You just have to carry
Yeah.
stuff.
just carry my 7 guns.
They have a big sack full of
Yes.
guns.
Call you mule.
And also,
Like, would you like the iron or the?
The average Marine is expected to carry between 90 and 160 pounds in combat.
I think this is a lot more
in
weight.
space.
Yeah.
Do you want my pulse rifle then?
No.
Okay.
100
I'm
I'll
already,
carry that
pounds
too, I
is-
guess.
I've got a machine gun and a rifle and a vibesheti. I don't need another.
Opens up trench coat. You want a pulse rifle?
This is my list of weapons.
You should sell the pulse rifle to, or give it to Blake over there.
Blake, do you want a pulse rifle?
What does that do?
It pulses and rifles.
Yeah.
It pulsates in a rifle-y kind of way.
I'll take that.
You take that and
Thank you.
8 reloads.
I think it actually rifles in a pulse way.
I mean, is it an energy weapon? Because then why would it be rifled?
I
That's a
think
very
it's just
good question.
like a burst rifle. Like it just fires and bursts.
And how many ammos?
8 reloads.
Thank you.
Aren't the pulse rifles exactly what they used in Alien?
Probably.
Probably.
I hope they make that noise. That was a stupid gun noise.
Are you ready to enter the deep? Finally?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Now that
So-
we've spent an hour and change.
So you're an arcade ship. So where am I taking you?
We're wedged in real good.
Yeah, Tom's like just guns. Like he tries to close the door. It's like you get stuck on something. But yes. Please keep all guns inside the vehicle. Just
Where
seals up.
where do we want to go?
Where we got picked up off of last time.
It's back in at the outdoor loading dock.
Well, it seems only fair since you did leave your friend
That
there.
does make sense. We can go right back to where we left off there.
We're gonna poke around some more. Find something to kill.
Feel like that's not gonna be hard.
It fucking better not be. I'm jonesing.
Hi, Joneson. I'm Blake.
That's Dickie Jones and Manlove.
I really want to make everybody roll a Sam to say that.
I can't take that.
That's
This is what finally makes Duncan snap.
We all die.
Duncan goes to the mask and
Just
just like, oh fuck.
Wide
this.
shot of the vehicle just plummeting to the.
Plummeting, even though it's in space. It
Yes.
You see Duncan give this exasperated like eye roll, like just shoots Arcadia in the head. Like okay, fine.
The ship
It's like,
careens into the android that's waiting for us.
yeah.
It won't matter because you're like the best pilot in the galaxy now.
I am.
Take me down to the loading dock then, yes.
Swoosh.
So What do we roll for bends? There.
Roll for bends. 1d10 each.
1d10.
1d10.
Got a
Oh,
0.
10.
Oh boy.
2.
So you mean a 10.
Only a 1.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm finally getting the hang of this.
Doop-a-doop-doo. So let's double check. Okay. No sign of your android friend.
Oh no.
And there are no shipping containers currently on the loading dock. It's empty. Well, good luck in there. You know my radio channel in DP.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Run.
Just mag boots clanking.
What are you doing?
I'm just
Digging.
going.
Okay.
Which way?
I don't know yet.
To the elevator?
I'm like moving
So-
from where we landed to the catwalk that connects all the rooms.
Yeah, so technically there's a few places you guys haven't gone here.
Where are we
You're
here?
at the loading dock.
You're back
The
in
one that
loading
had
dock.
all the one that had all the containers full of androids.
Yes. There are
Which
no
this
longer
is where the other
containers.
side of the elevator. No.
There
Other side
are
of the
doors
elevator is like
in this
here.
room we haven't gone in.
Correct.
What room is it?
I don't know.
You're at the loading dock, which is an engineering and support, floor 6.
Floor 6.
That would have been on the original map.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So we're back there.
Drone bay, garbage, freight, android recesses. Is what I have written here.
So the acid vats and stuff are definitely a different floor. Let's look for 3.
Yeah, the acid vats were
Yeah, but I see that
pure.
right here.
I see.
That's because that's where the hive was. There was more. There was acid vats. We went through the vent in the elevator room, chasing the
Yes.
scythe monster, and the acid vats had all those things on the
Right.
ceiling, and one of them
That's
paralyzed
those
him.
vats. Okay, so that is a section. You're right.
And then I get to be used as a meat shield.
Listen, man.
Yeah, you got it. You're right. So it is probably somewhere around here, though, whichever one of these is the. Yeah, that's it. That's the load dock. You're right. Okay. So you're in that room. There are several more doors leading out of here. The drone bay and the freight android recesses. There are several more doors leading out of here.
You should connect the elevator here in this dock to all the way wherever the hell that was.
True.
E.
What?
Yeah.
How does that help?
Because it stands for elevator.
There's a second, more important elevator.
Elevator.
Does that go to this elevator?
Yes.
Don't draw a line or anything to this one. That would be ridiculous.
E.
Perfect.
How are we gonna figure out this
Honestly,
code?
more sane than the real map.
Okay,
so
we
many
have a
lines.
room that's just a frowny face.
There are so many lines on this map. Listen, I don't have any drawings.
I have no memory of what the front
Where-
face represents.
Nobody does.
Despair.
You guys see how this has like a big border around it? I didn't know you guys could escape from it because there's a line that goes along
Yep.
the borders here, like 3 pixels above the border, and like goes all the way around. It's like, oh yeah, you want to follow? Like that's where this map is insane because they're trying not to have it crisscross over itself too much. So it's like
Good grief.
They should have color coded the motherfucker.
probably should have. I mean, there are black rooms and white rooms which are different. and-
Yeah.
There's like 3 colors in that whole book. Black, white, and
Black, white, red,
Both.
and like teal.
Well, that keeps the cost of printing down.
It's
true.
you
It
gotta
does
get
have a
some
very
Roy G. Biv up in this bitch.
It has a cool feel to it with the
Yeah.
multicolored.
Thank God they didn't print it a little bigger so you
Yeah,
could.
I feel
They
like
added a feature where the longer you play, the lower the group's sanity gets in real life.
To be fair, there have been fan projects to like remake this map,
Yeah.
and they're all like only 10% more sane. That's like that's the difference. So it's not like it's that great. Anyways,
You need to make a map in space.
I run
3D.
towards
The
the,
Lego map was the
closest
best
door.
that'd be the drone bay.
I've never been here before,
Drone bay.
So he's just going. He hasn't stopped.
and I've completely forgotten about my robot girlfriend.
So, half an hour to cross the room.
I'm so excited.
I'm not
That
running.
was so close, but nothing happens.
I mean, I'm in
nothing ever
space,
happens.
so it's just
I mean,
not.
I'll follow him, but I'm not running.
That's fair.
Alright,
Nothing sucks more than sweating inside one of these damn things.
Yes. There is a this structure itself is all wireframe and cabling, and it appears to be just a big empty space that drones can fly through and dock to the cables and stuff. There are 5 drones, all roughly human sized. They are just like big, kind of pill-shaped little spaceships about human sized. Maybe slightly more oval than pill-shaped, but like that kind of thing.
Are they doing anything? Are they
They're
just
just
sitting?
docked.
Can I take one?
Can you
It's
take one?
like
Well,
human sized.
Yeah. It's alright.
When you say take one,
Take one. It can be our drone. We could use a drone.
right? But what do you mean by take? You're gonna hack
Like
it?
possess. Yes.
Are these like the bee drones from before, or are these different?
No, those have like long spindly.
Do these have any sort of appendages?
Not that you can see. They're just kind of like big. Those appear to be more like interior things that were navigating inside the factory and doing things. These are more like exterior maintenance drones. So like they're flying around the outside of the spaceship. But
Is there any kind of monitor that you might use to like interface with them or to program them?
there is. I mean, all these cabling stuff leads somewhere, but it's not here.
Not in this room.
Yeah.
I assume they've got like
You could
cameras
hook
and
into a
stuff that
port,
I could.
Is there an exit from
see
this
through.
room?
There is not. You just go into here. I mean, you could exit into space from here and walk around the outside of the hull if you want, but there's no like other doors. So there's a neck there.
Mm.
So are you hacking a drone or no?
Yes.
Okay. You will go up to one of the drones and just plug in a USB into it. Just-
Half a Bessie.
and as soon as you do, whatever screen you plugged into it, the screen just goes red, with like red numbers flooding across it, and then like an angry face and black pixels comes out there like, ah, ha, ha. And your device has been hacked before you could hack into the drone.
My device.
What device did you
What
use?
device did you use?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you said you hacked, so I assume you hacked.
I assumed it had some kind of interface, like on it.
No, it's just a drone.
Oh crap!
You could connect yourself to it.
I
You
don't.
should do that.
No, I guess.
You've got an electronic.
I mean, it can
tool set.
try to hack you, but
Do you have a portable terminal?
Yes, I have 2 of them.
So one of your portable terminals is hacked.
Yeah, that was the clippy one. So sorry.
Oh no, okay.
Is the Clippy
no way.
infected then?
Wait, you're trying to use the Clippy one to hack, but the Clippy one's already hacked.
Oh.
The Clippy one hacks
The hacks
anything that it
cancel each other
touches.
I think you have 2 hacked portable terminals now, is what you have.
Nice.
One with Clippy and one with whatever this
You should
is.
connect them like Digimons and make them fight each other.
that's what we did to Bessie and the
You gotta-
Wolverine.
You gotta find which one of them is the strongest by
I think this
doing
is how
binary.
they make AI stronger, is they essentially just make them fight. So,
Yeah. This is just the plot to Digimon.
Yeah.
That's all this is.
What the fuck is the plot to Digimon?
That's what I just said.
So why did we return back to here?
Because this is where he dropped us off.
Well, no, I
He
mean,
ran.
did we come back to here to try and go retrieve the thing for Monarch that's in the labyrinth, or?
I'm just here to kill shit, and this is where we left from. I didn't want to walk back through
Okay.
30 hours of whatever the hell.
I
to
didn't
get
know
back
if we
here.
had a particular agenda. Or
Kill.
not. Kill. Okay.
Kill.
Kill.
I bet you could carry this drone around
So
and use
Dickie
this.
hasn't changed one bit.
use
Dickie
this
is
thing
back
get
to normal.
You get those red frowny faces on other computers that we don't want to have not red frowny faces on them.
This room's full of nerd shit.
Okay. Can I?
Bring it with on, I'm not carrying it.
This whole station is full of nerd shit.
Yeah.
It's probably very heavy.
What?
It is probably pretty heavy.
But I have.
Maybe it's lighter now because you
Space.
sucked some of the virus out of it.
I have 2 virus. I have 2 hacked portable computers. I can probably plug them into anything and
That's true.
kill it.
Plug them both into yourself.
No.
I'm gonna march out of this room towards the nearest door.
Okay, so back into the loading dock.
We still have
Oh, look, there's Dickie.
freight
Clang, clang, clang.
android recesses.
Yes, that's the other door you haven't been in down here. This is correct.
You should probably mark that the Jordan's exit to space.
Yeah, you can't exit space. So
Space.
In here there are 4 20-meter cubes, kind of sitting on the ground in here. I mean, there's artificial gravity on this floor. It's not a 0G floor, so they are here just like bolted down the floor so they don't slide away. But they appear to be just like a freight area.
With cubes.
Cubes.
Kind
Big
of
cubes, 20 meters on the side.
wonder the
Are they
cubes.
boxes or are they just cubes?
Yeah, they're boxes. You could open them. They are not shipping containers, it looks like, but they are storing something very large.
Well,
Or
I
a
got
large
a,
quantity.
I got a crowbar if you want to look inside.
No kind of indication on the outside of them what's in there.
They just say freight.
They're gonna hack my crowbar, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pry open
Your
one.
crowbar gets a little.
I'm gonna stay back away from.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna
Or
have
point a
my.
gun at it.
I'm gonna try just
Oh,
one
that's not
hand
a
at
bad
first to try
idea.
to get it open with my SMG in the other hand. If that doesn't work, I'll put the SMG away and hit it with the both hands.
So you're hitting it with the crowbar, and as soon as you get the crowbar into the gap
Yep.
and start to pry, there's a lot of resistance behind it, but then you feel something click, and it's not like you've broken open the box, but rather the box has realized someone is trying to open it, and it just starts to open itself.
Oh,
Well, that was nice of it.
So it just like depressurizes, and then the lid kind of lifts up. This huge 20-meter ball next to you, and you see inside a large fleshy foot, and another large fleshy foot,
How large? Like,
and then
A
the
foot.
size of this table.
oh.
oh goodness.
So this thing is going to fill a lot of this box.
Oh yeah, so you see the foot, and you look up, and there's a hairy leg, and a hairy knee, and a
Oh,
hairy
no.
thigh, and it is thankfully wearing a loincloth, and a hairy chest, and then hairy arms, and the arms have no hands with opposable fingers on them, but instead have these like large bony hooks. They just kind of like scythe out in front of it like this.
Oh, good.
And this thing is about 20 meters tall. And you see behind it, there's another one of it. And these things have these huge bald heads, not as hairy as the rest of them. And their mouths are kind of like half stitched closed, but not entirely stitched closed. And these things in space, in a no oxygen environment, are trying to mouth something at you as they look down at you, and they are mouthing like, any of your characters good at reading lips?
I
I'm good at
assume that you
everything.
are now.
All right.
Like, I don't see it in the list, but
I think you would just get it.
sure it's there.
Yes. You can see that they are clearly trying to speak, but they can't because there's no air. But they don't seem to be suffering from lack
We're
of
in
air.
a no-air environment?
You're in
Yeah.
you're wearing spacesuits in a no air environment. Yeah.
Oh.
It's
The
the
cargo.
loading dock.
Oh, I didn't know we were still in the loading. I thought we
Yeah.
had gone inside. Okay.
You're in one of the like side doors of the loading dock. And there's also the garbage heap. Now that I see that you haven't gone to yet, but we'll get to that later. They are mouthing at you. This is a restricted area. I'm sorry.
The box is a restricted.
Yes.
Okay.
And then lifts up a foot and stomps next to you, and then starts to bend down. And we are in a combat encounter.
All right, well, I'm gonna try to run away.
Large,
Yeah.
giant hooked hands. Are
Well, I want to say that the
Okay.
second it lifted an arm at us, I was firing.
Yeah, absolutely. So roll
The
combat.
door that we came through, is it going to be too small for this thing to pass through?
Oh no.
Oh,
It
no.
looks like these things were just sleeping in here, and they are used as slaves to move.
I don't know
around.
where he was standing, but he and I had hung way back, so.
Yes.
Okay.
We're-
So you're at the
I'm,
door.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, you exit through the massive doors that slide up.
Yes.
Well, I combat. Succeed.
Succeed.
Like, I can shoot through the door, but I am not in the room.
Oh no. We'll let them have it.
We'll see what happens in the
35.
35. You shoot out one of its eyes. It hits it on the side of the head, and it groans in pain. You can't hear it through the lack of air around you, but you can see it like droplets of blood spraying out and just like forming in the vacuum. I guess I was gonna say air, but It's space. They're just floating around sideways. It lifts up one of its side hands to cover its face, and then just slowly swings down at you.
I'm running backward.
Yeah, you're running backwards, but it has stride distance on you.
Will it fit through the door that we've gone through?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
it
that's what I
seems
was
like
just asking.
this room is designed for them to sleep in these boxes, and then they come out and they move cargo containers by hand, basically.
What kind of
good.
door is it in between?
Like sliding, like a big.
Huge.
Is it something we could lock? Like, is there a locking
Certainly
mechanism?
try. Do you have a
Okay.
computer to hack it?
Clippy. Clippy, it's your time
You
to
can
shine.
absolutely try. We'll get to you. Your
So
turn was to run out of the door.
Yeah.
I'd like to imagine that there's a fancy advanced zero-G technique that space truckers like me use to rip open a vent on the front of your suit to let gas air to vent out when you really, really, really need to move backward really fast.
I did misspeak. This is a G environment, not a zero.
Okay, never
so
mind
the
then.
blood actually sprayed out and just like hit the box.
Alright, then I'm just gonna run.
Sorry, this is the freight zone is
Yeah.
actually gravity.
Is there just like a normal way to close the door? Just like a
There's
close
one.
button?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know if you can lock it, but you can certainly close it. They're probably the same button you hit to open it.
Just close it and then break.
Vibe
It starts
idiot.
to, like,
Yes, that's what.
amber sirens are going off. It's like
The fact that we're gonna lock those two in there.
Like black and yellow, like
That's an
stripes
unfortunate,
alongside to, like, get you out of the,
casualties.
like, caution area. So everyone else has run. So you're gonna take an attack from them.
Yep.
But you did do damage to one of them. So the one at the head of the pack is going to roll some damage on Dickie. Oh my. 20 points of damage to Dickie as you just get impacted by one of these sight things and just get sent flying it back towards the door with everyone else. Just like
Well, that's
skidding and
convenient.
tumbling across the ground.
Get rotated.
As you basically get hit by like a small car. Just
How
like
much
hitting you.
damage?
20.
20.
At least
So-
you're wearing armor.
Not anymore.
Oh.
So that's -3, -10. So you only take 7 there, Dickie.
I mean, that's not the problem.
You are rapidly losing oxygen.
That is a problem.
Yeah, as your visor just shatters and you are tumbling across the ground here.
What's that?
There's a butterscotch in here. Poor Dickie.
Anybody got a spare suit?
I do it.
Well,
Actually,
I
just
was
gotta
going to
try
buy
quickly.
them, and then somebody said not to.
Do you have patch kits?
Well,
thank you.
it says those work on vac suits.
If that door closes behind us as we go through, I'm going to vibe shitting.
Can their patch kits work on the battle armor?
I would let them, yeah. If you're just trying to seal up the suit so
We'll
it,
fix it later.
yeah.
Okay.
Wouldn't give you the full capability of the suit back, maybe, but it can at least seal the
How-
oxygen. in.
Say
How
I'll
tall
give
are
you
the
one
walls
when
in
you're-
here, Jordan?
Not being killed.
In the main hangar. Yeah.
Probably 40
Patch suit to
meters.
patch up the shattered,
So you can
Visor.
run right up the walls with the mag boots.
just a wall of
Be able to
It's out of
see
reach of
things.
these
That's
things.
a good idea, yeah, you could do that.
I mean, it has,
Actually, you know what?
If-
that-
I mean,
if it has gravity, you're gonna go.
yeah, exactly.
I'm so curious. Sir.
Your knees will snap.
Sure. You could at least get some luck.
I'm in a battle suit. As long as my battle suit's intact, I should be fine.
True.
I feel like they make it worse. It's more weight going this way on your ankle.
Well, yes, but it's also armor that's.
Reinforced, yeah, you're in power armor. Can see it, I can see it. It'll probably be a strength check or something to do with the stuff.
Well, no, my first intention is to lock the door.
Lock the door, okay.
Yeah.
So you are closing the door. As it's closing, you see Dickie's body just tumble by. Crunch, 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 crunch. Just like slam, slam, slam in different positions.
Hey, it's a good thing I timed that door just right on purpose.
You can just see the spray of oxygen leaving his visor into the vacuum with like droplets of blood flying out as well, being propelled by
Poor
the vacuum
Dickie.
sucking it.
We knew him well.
You'd be having a great time if it wasn't for the oxygen thing.
Yeah. So does anyone rush to Dickie's aid?
Yeah, I'm gonna
No,
throw
I'm
a patch
closing
kit
the
across
door.
The doors are actively closing.
his visor as he rolls by.
I am not stopping. I am running.
Alright, give me an intellect check to apply the thing, like, very precisely.
What am I adding to it? There's so many
Mechanical
Yeah, do
repair,
you have repair?
Engineering?
Of course you have repair.
things. Mechanical
I
repair?
think repair is more accurate than engineering.
Okay.
hyperspace.
I succeeded.
Look
Nice.
at that.
Okay, so yeah, you catch up to Dickie, and I'll be clear, if you choose to do this, you're going to be entering the room to catch up to Dickie. It's not
I
like,
thought he rolled out the door.
no, he rolled by. As the doors were closing,
Oh.
you could see him inside. It's not like he went right by the door either, it's just somewhere deep into the room you see him go from
Oh,
so
I
you
mean,
got
I
the
have
rush
to,
get
so
I
yeah.
thought he rolled out the door.
Yeah, me too.
No, he went like alongside it, he's still in the room.
It's okay, I have a plan.
Alright, so you are panicking and clutching and trying to figure out what you can do with the oxygen, and somebody just slaps the
Just a
sealant
thing of
across
duct
you,
tape
and
across your face.
And the oxygen stops, and you got like half a vision in the bottom right corner of your visor, but you're no longer losing oxygen.
I don't think I was panicking because I didn't gain any stress.
That's fair.
So I was probably too stupid to understand the danger I was in.
You were just in pain. It's fine.
You're probably
Uh,
more enraged.
I'm gonna grab my savior by the throat, and then with my other hand fire my rigging gun out the door and grappling hook both of us out of the ring.
Excellent. Okay, strength check then.
By the throat seemed
I'll give
necessary.
you advantage if you're using it.
That's natural.
No.
Grab them by a different part of their body. Instinct. Alright, so
Advantage strength.
advantage strength. I already have advantage because I have the armor, which still
Perfect.
works, it's just not giving me armor. And I'm going to add, I don't know if firearms count. It might, to fire it accurately.
Yeah, you're trying to grapple to something. I think that's fair.
Alright, let's.
What are you trying to grapple to? Let's think of something.
Basically, the floor out there.
Okay.
Because it's a rigging gun, it should just.
You'll be able to stick to it. Okay, cool. It's got a very strong neck there or something.
10 plus 15.
That doesn't
No,
sound
I failed by 2.
Oh no.
Wow,
Unfortunate.
this is unfortunate for Duncan.
Do you hit me in the back, maybe?
As you are pulling yourself along with the grapple gun, that's great and all. But you're having trouble holding onto an entire another person in battle armor with like being pulled along this way and your other arm pulled that way.
I am carrying a lot of
Multiple
things.
people's worth of weight at that point. Duncan's carrying a lot of shit. So you end up not being able to hold onto Duncan's throat, and Duncan can breathe again momentarily. And you do go tumbling out the door.
It's their fault for having it.
Like
Not a grabbable enough throw.
True. While Duncan is kind of
Crushes the
slowly like coming to a stop outside the door, and the door is closing in front of her, what are you two doing? I'm sorry, spent it.
I'm still trying to just run and get away from them.
Did I get through the door?
No.
You're pulling me through the door.
The door is.
I'm not even aware that you've gone back in. I didn't look. I'm looking for the controls to, as soon as this door shuts,
Stab it.
stab it. You know, I wasn't worried whether Dickie made it through the door or Blake made it through the door.
Please worry if I've made it through the door.
Well, if I see you near the door, I can't do anything till the door closes. So
You push the button and hope it just goes chee.
How close am I to
although
keep
they are
pushing the
fairly
button.
large,
You'd have
so
another turn, but it would have to be next round.
I mean, I could leave the door if I could. Can I? Well,
Somebody could rescue you with their action.
Yeah, I'm
but-
yelling
wrench
to
in.
well,
him
no, I'm
to not
just
close
thinking
the
that
door.
even if I shut the door and the door is only open that much or however wide,
Yeah.
they can't get through that anyhow, or they'd have to break the door
But I'm
down.
yelling to you to open the door.
We do have our.
Well, it's not
contact
closed
mechanism.
yet.
Well, stop closing the door.
I wasn't closing the door. The door was
You
closing
closed
on
the
its
door.
own.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't you hit the button, that's true.
Make open door.
She's talking in tongues.
Need get through.
Okay.
Open the door, stop having it closed.
Well, I will wait until it's small enough that Duncan can still get through.
stop
and then
it.
I will stop it from closing.
But Duncan's running towards it. You're worried it's gonna close. You're like, no, open the door, and then it stops. Like
I'm not
just
about to
wide
open the damn
Just
door.
enough to let me and my laser
You
cutter
just
through.
squeeze through with your massive sack of weapons and things, and you pull it through. Like, no, you're like, come on, with me, no. You get up
So,
through it.
no, actually, could you open it a little more than full?
What is Blake doing?
I just ran. I've been doing literally nothing but running this entire time.
Still just running away. Everyone's
Yes.
calling back. You're like, no, open the door. You're like, come out of here.
He left after
I saw
our
what was in the
keys.
box. I am not sticking around.
So as soon as Duncan clears the door, I'm going to set the door to closing again.
Okay, that'll be next round.
Yeah.
These things have a chance here. Because at the end of the round, they have a 35% chance of making it to the door before it closes.
I'm just
They
hoping.
do not. They stumble over their own feet and trip and
They're
very
big feet.
slowly slam into the ground. These massive 20 meter tall giants. As they like rattle the floor with their impact, you guys safely escape when the doors close.
I shoot them one more time before the door's closed.
Combat check.
Is there a lock button on the door? So
Oh
they
no,
can't
I'm
open
vibe
it?
shedding
Oh,
the
okay.
controls for the door.
I rolled a 2, so I think I hit him.
That's a success, yeah.
Nice. Imagine somebody kicking down your door, waking you up,
30.
Shooting you in the eye.
then running out your door,
Okay.
turning around, shooting
That
you
was
one more
two
time.
30s
We
in
are
a
the
row.
bad guys.
You shoot out the
And then
other
locking
eye.
your door behind them.
So there's just one blind giant out of both doors, just ruptured and bleeding.
I wonder if anybody has blinded him.
But it's still not dead. It's just crawling across the floor with its hooked arms, and then
Oh.
door closes in front of it.
I feel kind of bad.
We did it!
This is like,
And then you hear a clang on the inside of the door.
We should probably go.
Clang.
too vibe shitty the
The whole
lock.
the floor like shakes.
Yeah, I vibe shedding the lock
Okay.
as soon as the door's shut.
Oh, we're going.
Yeah, we need to leave.
Yes.
To the garbage? Oh.
A hook
Okay, let's go.
enters through the doors, like just barely. Like, you know, you saw these
Yeah.
hooks are like meters long, maybe a couple inches pokes through the door, and it's like starting to wedge repeatedly
Yeah.
into that spot.
Yeah, why are we going to the garbage?
I don't know, because he wanted to go into every room.
Yeah, I don't
That's the
think
only one
that's a
left.
priority right now.
Well, it depends. How big is the garbage door?
Very large.
Oh.
Probably
enough
large
for those
enough for
guys.
these guys to throw stuff in the
These-
garbage.
Yeah, large enough for these guys to throw garbage away, exactly.
Are there vents?
Are there vents out of here? Very good question. No. You're in space.
Hey, you
no
know
oxygen
what?
out here.
That's
Space, nobody can vent in
I think
space.
about it.
Well, then, towards the door we
I
don't
didn't
know
know
is
if there were like
locked.
maintenance shafts or something.
That's true. You
that
guys
we
can go towards the door you don't know is locked.
Yes, let's go to that one.
Alright, you head towards the door you don't know is locked.
I think I might meta and go for the elevator instead because it's a half-hour long room and we have 1 hour of oxygen.
I mean, yeah, if
That'd be a pretty anticlimactic party. We used 15 to
Well,
get
the,
from where
the
we landed
question
to
is
here.
how much oxygen you lost while your suit was torn up.
I guess the question is, yeah, why aren't we just going back to the place that we came from on the other floor? Like, why would we be trying to go to the other room?
Because we had absolutely no reason to be on any place we've been before.
Weren't there other things to do on the floor that we came from?
Yeah, and as far as we know, everything here is something we haven't done. And we
Yeah.
have
I
like
guess
6
you're
other
right.
branching paths behind us. We're not
Yeah,
being
yeah.
thorough. We're just kind of going for the first option.
I forgot that everybody else is dead.
I'll say
Well, Zane would know that door is locked.
we'll say I misspoke slightly earlier. It is half an hour to cross the room.
Yeah.
You guys went from a halfway point to an edge. So say 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then it'll be 15 minutes to get to the locked door.
Yeah.
As you still see the giants slowly prying open the door.
Yeah.
It's not like they wedge it open and then it's instantly done.
No, actually,
but
I can't
it is
remember.
making
Does Zane know
progress.
the door is locked?
I don't think so.
Because I can't remember when Zane.
I think that was the entirely last crew. Like, the entire...
I think you're right.
Because it
Okay.
was Hugh Man that locked it as an android.
We never went back to it with Horace because we died at the elevator.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I don't think...
Oh, no, but
you
what
guys were
idiots
around.
locked this door?
Hugh Man had a USB stick finger and hacked
Yes.
it, so...
Stinker.
So you guys get to the door and you're like, oh, come on, who would lock the airlock door? to get out of it. It is locked. It's electronically locked. It's not like anyone.
Duncan, you should hack it.
I do hacky hack.
How do you hack it?
Hacky hack.
Does it now just have Clippy in it, but otherwise it's
Do you
still
have a
locked?
third terminal?
Can I just like plug a USB into my head and then another USB into the
Absolutely. Roll me a sanity save.
what?
You failed.
You think there's gonna be
The
no
lock's gonna make
consequences
me.
for that? To use your brain as a temporary makeshift computer to hack into the like I will let you do it. It's gonna be rough. How desperate are you?
You keep ruining computers
I'm
by
just
trying
going
to
to
use
ask
them for
Monarch
hacking.
to open the damn door.
Okay, yeah, you call out to Monarch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Monarch exists.
And
Well, I
all
guess
in
I'll
these
chop off
15
one of my
minutes,
arms. Okay,
do I
I
have
guess
a
we
shot
can
on
ask
these
Monarch
things?
instead.
What's up?
And all in the 15 minutes it takes us to cross here, do those things show up so that I can shoot
Do you
them?
have a sniper rifle?
No.
Then
I do.
I think not.
I have a medium range machine gun.
There's a long range shot where like occasionally they poke their eye into like a thing. So it's
I'll
not like
toss
a
it to you if you want to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Take the rear and plink at these
All right.
things.
Wait, don't I have a
Take a
sniper rifle? I have a smart rifle.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay,
But you can't hack and shoot at the same time. So.
I'm not hacking if it's gonna damage
Okay,
my
so
brain.
you called out to Monarch.
What if your rifle,
Yeah,
because
give
it's
me
a
the
smart
gun.
rifle, can do that?
I told you I was tossing it to you.
There you go.
I
That
set
would've-
down my machine gun and like keep it under my knee so no one takes it. And then I use his gun that he graciously gave me
There you go.
to try and shoot out the eye of the one that's not blinded.
Monarch says, "Yes, Agent Zane."
I'm gonna shoot him too.
Transfer you to the door.
Come on, Dickie.
I failed.
Just massive explosion in space where you can't hear it. In space.
Your
And
speakers simulate the
wait, did you hit
explosion.
or no?
I missed.
You missed. Okay, just hits the wall next to. Like,
I missed too.
Rolled a like 70.
Bing, bing. Just these things rattling that door.
You failed the hack. Well, it doesn't matter. I
No, I failed
fixed
shooting.
the hacking thing.
You failed to hack their skull open with it.
Okay, so I got to reduce one round of ammo.
And
Y'all hand it back.
as you guys get out of the loading dock into an airlock, it seals. You're no longer in danger of losing oxygen. You exit back into the control room, a familiar place where this adventure pretty much started. That's where we're gonna end for tonight.
Okay.
Woo!
Look at that. Wait.
Another session survived. Carefully.
Dickie's hard.
What?